Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing very well. So this video is part 11 of the MCQ series of all sciences, biology, chemistry, and physics. So as per usual, if you have not watched my previous parts, I highly suggest you do so before watching this video. And like the previous few, I also have included Hindi translations so that a few of the viewers can understand the content a little bit better. So let's get on with the first question. Decibel is. So what is a decibel? Is decibel a musical instrument, a musical noise, a measure of sound level, or a wavelength of noise? So a decibel is a measure of sound level. And a decimal is also denoted as small d and capital B. So this is the symbol for decimal. So this is the symbol for decibel. Now decibel is a unit used for expressing ratio between two physical quantities. So it's usually the amount of acoustic or electric power. So decibel is the relative loudness of sound. So it's a measure of sound level. Next question. Which of the following is the purest form of carbon? So is it charcoal, diamond, granite, or graphite? So the purest form of carbon is diamond. Diamond is a form of carbon in which each carbon atom is covalently bonded to 4 other carbon atoms. So that is the purest form of carbon, as each carbon is attached to another carbon and so on. Next question. Quinine is obtained from which plant? Is it quinona, mulberry, or eucalyptus? So quinine is obtained from quinona. Quinine belongs to a class of drugs known as anti-malarias. Quinine was used in malaria treatment previously. Quinine comes from a bark of quinona tree, which is native to Central and South America. Moving on to the next question. Which instrument is used to record speed of a vehicle? Is it A. Thermometer, B. Barometer, C. Speedometer, or D. Oscilloscope? So the instrument used to record speed of a vehicle is known as speedometer. Speedometer is an instrument that indicates the speed of meter, and it is usually combined with a device known as odometer that records the distance traveled. So the instrument used to record speed of vehicle is known as speedometer. Next question. Humerus bone is situated in. So where's the humerus bone situated in? Is it in the thigh, upper arm, knee, or forearm? Now, the humerus bone is located in the upper arm. Humerus is also known as the upper arm bone, and it is the long bone that runs down from the shoulder or the scapula, which is also known as the shoulder blade, all the way to the elbow. Next question. The smallest particle of an element is called. So what is the smallest particle of an element called? Is it ion, atom, electron, or molecule? And the right answer here is atom. An atom is the smallest unit of a pure substance or element that can exist and still retain the properties of an original substance or element. So the smallest particle of an element out of these options is atom. Moving on. When you eat carrot, you are eating. So when you eat the carrot, are you eating the root, the stem, the leaf, or the fruit? So when you're eating a carrot, you are eating the root. The carrot is also known as a root vegetable. The purpose of root is to anchor the plant to ground and absorb water and nutrients. So other root vegetable examples include beets, celery, and sweet potatoes. So the next time you eat a carrot, remember you are eating the roots of a plant. Next question. So, which part of the tea plant is used to making tea? So, in making a cup of tea, which part of the plant is used? Is it the root, the flower, the leaves, or the stem? And the right answer here is leaves. The tea leaves are used to make tea. Typically, only a few top young and juicy leaves with a portion of the stem on which they have grown is harvested. So remember, the next time you drink a cup of tea, you are drinking the nutrients derived from the leaves. Next question. Rusting of iron involves. So in the process of iron rusting, does it involve oxidation, decomposition, reduction, or displacement? So the right answer here is oxidation. So usually a reddish or brown oxide is formed by the reaction of iron and oxygen in catalytic presence of water or air moisture. Moving on. Which of the following metals react with steam to form metal oxide and hydrogen? So is it copper, silver, lead, or aluminium? So which metal reacts with steam to form metal oxide and hydrogen? And the right answer here is aluminium. Metals like aluminium, iron, and zinc do not react with cold or hot water, but they react with steam to form metal oxide and hydrogen. Next question. The resistance of a conductor does not depend on which of the following factors. So is it length, area of cross-section, pressure, or material? So now, the resistance of conductor is directly proportional to the length of conductor. Along with that, resistance of conductor is inversely proportional to area of cross-section of conductor. And likewise, the resistance of conductor depends on the nature of the material, which leaves pressure to be the odd one out. So the resistance of a conductor does not depend on pressure. Next question. In which of the following media does sound travel the fastest? Now we had a similar question if you have watched my previous videos. And if you have, you would know that the right answer here is solid. And this is because molecules in solid elements are much closer together than those in liquid or gas. In fact, sound travels 17 times faster through steel than through air. Next question. The fertilized egg, which is known as zygote, gets implanted in. Where does zygote get implanted in? Is it the cervix, the ovary, the vagina, or the uterus? And the right answer here is uterus. Sperm and egg unite in the fallopian tubes to form zygote. The zygote then gets implanted in the lining of the uterus and forms the placenta, which supplies blood to nourish the growing embryo. Next question. When a body moves on a circular path, the force that acts on the revolving body towards the center is called. So is it called the simple force, the gravitational force, the centripetal force, or the angular force? And the right answer here is centripetal force. Now, the word itself, centripetal, is derived from Latin, centrum meaning center and peter to seek. So centripetal force is a net force that acts on an object to keep it moving along a circular path. Next question. Which of the following can exist in solid, liquid, and gaseous form? So is it metalloids, inert elements, nonmetals, or metals? So which of these options can exist in all three states of matter? And the right answer here is nonmetals. Nonmetals can exist in all three states of matter. Next question. The flexibility in plant is due to blank tissue. So the ability for plants to be flexible is it due to xylem, phloem, Schirlenchyma, or collenchyma? And the right answer here is collenchyma. Collenchyma tissue is present in leaf stalk below the epidermis and provides mechanical support to plants. Moving on to the next question. Generally, the valency of electropositive elements is it 3-2-1, 2-3-1, 1-2-3, or none? And the right answer here is 1-2-3. Now, what is an electropositive element? So electropositive elements are atoms which tend to denote electrons and convert into a positive ion. The general valency of an electropositive element is 1-2-3. So that's a very important one to remember. A type of reproduction in which a part of the plant body develops into a new individual is called. So is it fission, vegetative propagation, regeneration, or sexual propagation? So out of these options, which type of reproduction allows for the plant body to develop into a new individual? And the right answer here is vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation is a type of asexual reproduction in which new plants are produced from roots, stems, leaves, and buds. Next question. Which of the following is not a simple permanent tissue? So is it sclerenchyma, parenchyma, xylem, or collenchyma? So out of these options, which is not a simple permanent tissue? And the right answer here is xylem. Which of the following plants is the plant body not differentiated into roots, stems, and leaves? So out of these options, which plant does not have a distinctive root, stem, or leaves? Is it Riccia, Cara, Marsilia, or Thallophyta? And the right answer here is Thallophyta. Thallophyta is a division of the plant kingdom including primitive forms of plant life, so showing a simple body. They do not have a well-differentiated body. So an example can include algae that does not have leaves, stems, or roots. Next question. Who classified elements based on atomic number? Was it Newlands, Mendeleev, Dobereiner, or Moseley? So who out of these scientists classified elements based on atomic numbers? And the right answer here is Moseley. English physicist Henry Moseley provided atomic numbers based on the number of electrons in atom. In 1932, James Chadwick discovered neutrons. And through the addition of isotopes, and this further completed the basis of the periodic table. But, next question. A reaction in which heat is generated is called. So when heat is generated, is it called endothermic reaction, exothermic reaction, combustion reaction, or displacement reaction? So a chemical reaction in which heat is generated is called exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction releases energy, usually in the form of light or heat. Energy is released because the total energy of product is less than the total energy of reactants. Next question. A ray of light passes from water to glass. It bends. So does it bend away from normal and speeds up, away from normal and slows down, towards the normal and slows down, or towards the normal and speeds up? So when a ray of light passes from the water to glass, it bends towards the normal and slows down. When a ray of light enters from the glass to water, it bends towards, normally due to increase in speed of light. And as water is less dense than glass, speed of the light in glass will be less. Therefore, it is slowed down. Next question. Which of the following is malleable and ductile? So remember, malleable and ductiles are properties related to metals. So is it phosphorus, sulfur, carbon, or copper? Out of these options, copper is the only metal option. Metals are described as malleable, which means they have the ability to be beaten into sheets, and ductiles, which means they have the ability to be pulled out into wires. And this is due to the atom's ability to roll over each other into new positions without breaking metallic bond. Moving on to the next question. Sound waves with frequency below the audible range are called. So the frequencies that are below the audible range are called. Is it ultrasonic, infrasonic, supersonic, or ultrasound? And the right answer here is infrasonic. Infrasounds, also referred to as low-frequency sound, describes sound waves with frequency below lower ability of audibility. In fact, animals such as giraffe and elephants use infrasound to communicate in long-distance form. Next question. Which of the following is a parasitic plant? Is it marchantia, kelp, mushroom, or pteris? And the right answer here is mushroom. Mushrooms are considered to be saprotropes, which means organisms that feed on or derive nourishment from decaying organic matter. Moving on to the next question. What is formed when a metal is reacted with acid? So when a metal is reacted with acid, does it form zinc, sulfur, carbon, or hydrogen gas? And the right answer here is hydrogen gas. Acid reacts with most metals to form a salt and hydrogen gas. So an example can include zinc metal reacting with hydrochloric acid, yielding zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. So I have provided an example where you can see that the metal reacting with an acid forming a salt and hydrogen gas as a byproduct. Next question. The mirror used by ENT specialist is, and again ENT refers to the ear, nose, and throat specialist. So the mirrors that are used by the ENT specialist, is it plane, concave, convex, or D, none? And the right answer here is concave. So the mirror combines all the rays and focuses object rays to the desired location, which is why the ENT specialist use a concave mirror. Next question. Which of the following causes poliomyelitis? Is it A, dengue virus, B, enterovirus, C, mumps virus, or D, rabedovirus? And out of these options, the correct one is enterovirus. Historically, poliomyelitis was the most significant disease caused by an enterovirus, namely poliovirus. Last question of the day. Chemically, fats and oils are. So the fats and oils are, is it triglycerides, amines, aldehydes, or ketones? And the right answer here is triglycerides. Triglyceride is an ester derived from glycerol and 3 fatty acids. After eating, body converts any calories it does not need to use right away into triglycerides, and it is stored as fat cells. Okay guys, we have reached the end of the video. I hope you guys liked this video. Please don't forget to comment down below, share it with your family, friends, classmates, and per usual, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.